It's just a typical Monday morning at RaesTake, the RaesTake Studios. That's all. Everybody understands. It wouldn't be RaesTake if we didn't have to stop, start, wait for people, and we didn't have to actually redo things. Hold on. There we go. We're just gonna kind of let these people slowly get back in here, y'all. We apologize for it's been a Monday, that's for sure. I can tell you that much.
Right.
Definitely been a Monday. All right, there we go. Hold on, I gotta waiting on Fraser too.
Where he at?
He coming. I had to send the link.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to send the link. Hopefully he ain't in the car because he texted me like, man, I just woke up. I just woke up, man.
Oh man.
I just woke up. I'm sorry, man. I forgot.
Hey man, hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You ever thought about getting an intro?
Sir, so I don't know if you remember. You probably don't remember.
I do remember. Yeah, you used to have one.
In the very beginning, I was very professional. I had an intro. Remember when I first had you on the show? I was in the studio. I had all the mics. I had everything. I had all that stuff. The problem I'm a one-man working crew over here.
Got you.
So it takes a lot to do that. When I say it takes a lot of, because I was doing all that. Meaning like I didn't hire nobody to do none of the editing, I was doing all that shit.
Right.
So as the gym started getting more and more busy, all my off the track stuff started getting more and more busy. That's why I'm always late, because I'm having to squeeze it in to make sure that we can get it done. So, but I will say, shout out to Anson and Sprint Culture. I will say Anson has definitely
up the game,
and he's told me forever, like, Ray, you need to. I'm like, all right. But since he's done that, now I feel it's our duty to do the exact same thing and make sure that as we're matching each other's energies with what we're talking about, we're also matching each other's energies with how our shows are going.
And we're promoting each other, man.
Exactly. So we can't be promoting him, and then he look good, and then he promoting us, we look boo-boo. It don't look like we growing together as one unit.
Right. And and that's the dope thing about this space, man. Like between Colin and Justin and Jade. Let's not forget Jade, because Jade plays a major role in that. Behind every abnormal man is a normal woman. You know what I'm saying? Because the answer is not normal. Okay. But you got T. You got Colin. We got what I do on my end with Track Chat. Then we got what you done. And like I said, this platform has taken literally the world by storm.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
like honestly, the best shows where you had the Jamaican cats on, where we had the cats from Jamaica on there.
If you get time, because I stay talking to them all the time. So that's how I get a lot of information, whatever. But if we get close to that time where we're gonna do that show again, but we can't do it until after nationals. As in we can't do it till after their nationals, and then after our nationals, then we got that same show again to where we gotta go America versus Jam Rock on RaesTake debate, baby. That's what we gotta do. Shout out to them. They watching right now too.
I'm hearing word through the grapevine. Shelly's running that.
That's a topic, sir. That's a topic.
Got you.
Sir. That's a topic. Don't jump ahead.
Got you.
Don't jump ahead. All right.
Fraser, come on, baby. Where Fraser at? Come on, Fraser.
No, not jump ahead. But before we do anything, I want you to go ahead and take the floor and let's start there with your namesake, in case people don't know what has transpired and what we've lost.
Right.
Me and you have had our conversation, so
yeah,
I know I'm in a better place and you in a better place, but I don't know if they all understand. So I'll let you go ahead and start with that, and then I got a few things to say.
So last Monday, Coach Harvey Glantz, 76 Olympian, Olympic finalist, the first ratified 2-time world junior record holder in the 100. He passed away suddenly. For those of y'all who don't know, he coached at Alabama. He coached some of the greats like Samuel Matete. A lot of people don't know that he coached Samuel Matete. Look up who Samuel Matete is, and you'll be impressed. He coached that man. He coached what up, Frazier? He coached a gang of individuals from Samuel Matete to all the way to Karani James. He's still Karani James's coach. You know, his wife put out the statement, and so now I'm comfortable with putting it out. I was in Arizona in the hospital, you know, because Coach Glantz meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to everyone on this screen. Nobody on this screen has a bad thing to say about that man. If you saw him, one thing you knew, he was happy. Second thing you knew, there's going to be a lot of laughing. Third thing you knew, if he called you his son, then he was his son for life. You know, he was at practice, and he was doing his exercise laps. Karani was warming up, and, you know, he went into cardiac arrest. Karani didn't know what was going on because he just saw Coach G sitting in the chair, and, you know, the lack of oxygen to his brain, you know, caused all kinds of damage, and he was finally pronounced, you know, passing last Monday. The first time I met Coach Glantz came up to me, he put his arms around me. It was at Iowa State, for a matter of fact. And he gave me some great advice along with Coach Holloway. That's why Coach Holloway means so much to me. Because Coach Holloway put his arms around me and said, yo, son, that, you know, the way you ran that race is completely different how you ran in the prelims. The guy who ran the finals, the guy you got to run like that in the prelims, you know. But Coach Glantz was always good to me, and I never forget when I got the honor to be brought into the University of Alabama to work under him and to learn under him and to study him. I saw him at USA. Not USA. I'm sorry. I saw him at NCAAs in Arkansas outdoors, 2009. I had a quarter mile that was in the meet, and I went up to him, my goddaughter's father, who was the jumps coach there, who's now the jumps coach at Ohio State. I say, hey man, I would love to come to Alabama. He said, yo, go talk to Coach G. Coach G will say yes. I'm scared. I'm like, oh, this is Coach Glantz. You know, this is, you know, Coach G. And I went to Coach G. I said, Mr. Glantz. And he looked at me and said, Mr. Glantz? You know how Coach G is. He's all like, come here, baby. He's like, hey, baby, hey, Coach G, baby, Coach G. You know, what's up, baby? I said, hey, you know, look, I didn't know how to take it. So I was like, you know, I was kind of wondering if you needed another coach to nurture. He said, I'll see you in Tuscaloosa after I come back from Worlds. And boom. And just like that was the greatest 2 years of my life. And he's touched so many lives, from Tanja Buford Bailey. Shout out to the wonderful Tanja Buford Bailey. I'm glad her and I are now having a good coaching rapport relationship now, because that's somebody who I'm starting to like lean on now. You know, nobody on this planet got a bad thing to say about that man. Like I guess, Ray, you've been to Monaco. I guess there's a big high exalted person in Monaco that oversees the Monaco meet, or yeah. This man flies Coach G out. You know how much money that man has? And he looks at Coach G as a peer. True story. Coach G was the only man that was able to walk into Nick Saban's office and have Nick Saban laughing. While everybody was so shook to even look Nick Saban in the eye. He literally had Nick Saban in tears. I remember that story like it was yesterday. Everyone was telling him, hey, man, look, you know, he's a busy man. You know, you're only going to have 5 minutes. You want to meet the coaches? Coach G said, I got this. 30 minutes later, he comes out, Coach Saban's in tears, laughing, gut busting, everything. And everyone's kind of looking around like, how did he do it? That was Coach Glantz's impact. You know his laugh. His laugh was infectious. His laugh was his personality was something that you always wanted. And everything he's taught me, I'm going to carry that with me for the rest of my life. Him, along with my former coach who passed away 10 years ago, Steve Lynn, who y'all all know. Both of y'all know Coach Lynn. That was at Iowa State. Y'all both know him.
Mm-hmm.
So, him and Coach G meant a great deal to me. And, you know, I will be attending the funeral this Saturday. And we're going to lay him to rest. But his name and his legacy will live on through all of us. And if you ever had an opportunity to meet him, even if you just met him once, just give him a shout out and just say, hey, this man is, I'm not gonna say is a great man. Okay. He's a great man, and his family appreciates all the love and support that they've been getting from around the world. I'm talking about around the world, man. I'm talking about there's some big names flying in. And I'm not trying to publicize this as some type of, whatever, but that's just the impact. When you got big name people coming in to send you off the right way, you left an impact. You left an impact. My heart bleeds for Karani. My heart bleeds for Miss Tammy, who's his wife. My heart bleeds for everyone that ran for him, worked for him, been around him. We all love him. We're all going to continue his namesake, and believe you me, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak highly of him. I'm gonna use all the lessons he taught me in my regular life and my professional life. All right, we love you, Coach G, and Ray. You had the first relationship with him, so please take the floor.
So it's weird because growing up in Alabama, growing up in Opelika, in case you don't know, Opelika and Auburn, they shared a newspaper. It's called OA News. Okay, so growing up there, I knew of a Harvey Glance before there was even a Harvey Glance because of Auburn University. My mom knows Harvey. My dad went to school at the same time. So for me, it was growing up, and that's all I knew was Coach Glance and Jesse Owens. Like, to me, like, those are two fastest people that I didn't know anybody else. So it was kind of surreal for me because when I won state in Alabama, he was coaching at Alabama, and that was the year of 1999. So to everybody in Alabama, Harvey Glance was like the greatest ever. It didn't matter. Like, he was one of the greatest track athletes ever. So I remember when it was time to run the 100, he actually was down on the infield, like down there or whatever. So after I never forget it because I was not counted per usual. I was not counted to win the 100. It was not. I was supposed to come in like third or whatever. And I remember after I won it, I was shocked because I heard my name or whatever. Then as I was walking back to the finish line, Coach Glance was the first person that stopped me. He was there. And then he told me then, he was like, he took my hand and everything. He was like, that was an amazing run, Mr. Opelika, because he already knew who I was. Like he knew his homework. He knew his research. He knew who I was. I had no clue. And so then, I remember him telling me, he was like, you're going to be all right. Just keep at it. You're going to be all right. And then he cracked this little joke, how you feel about going to Alabama? And I was like, War Eagle. so and he was like, oh, so it's like that. I was like, hey, coach, my side's already been picked or whatever, but so the one thing that I remembered about that day that I took with me was the fact that there was a whole bunch of other coaches there, but none of them said anything to me. None of them. Not a single one. Not a single one said anything to me. They did afterwards, after the fact, when I started making a name, but they didn't acknowledge me the way that he did. So that was the first run-in. Every time I seen Coach Bland, he always looked at me like Lil Ray from Opelika. He never looked at me like a track athlete. Like, all the time, he looked at me like, how you say it, like a son, like a nephew. He never looked at me like an athlete. I've only seen Coach Glenn not happy on one occasion when he saw me. Only one time. There's never, and I'm talking about from 1999 to 2009. Every time I seen this man, it was nothing but smiles. When he saw me, he would just light up. 2009 was when I made the World Championship team in the 100. And we all know the story. I didn't get to run a relay at all. And Coach Lance was the head coach then, right? But he wasn't a relay coach. I'll never forget when I was told that I wasn't gonna get a single round, and it was him that told me. And when he came and approached me before practice, the way that he approached me was the first time I had ever seen this man not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd never seen him not happy. It was like it was literally about to break his heart to tell me that you're not going to run on either relay. And it's not my decision. I'm just the person that I'm the one that's gonna come deliver it to you because kind of like he said, I want to be the one to tell you. I didn't want JD to be the one to tell you. I wanted to be the one to tell you because I know how hard you work for it. And I know what it means to you. And then all he told me was, you focus on the 100. Don't focus on none of this. Let all this go. You focus on the 100 and what you're supposed to be doing here. And that was the only time in my entire life that he ever spoke to me and did not smile. And then after that, every time he seen me, it was more of a bigger smile because to me, I feel like he saw me grow from that moment to where it didn't break me. The same thing that he instilled in me from the beginning in track is what it is now. So for me, like I told you, Coach, over the phone, when he passed, it was the one time I was like, it hurt, but at the same time, it can't hurt because it's so much happiness from when he was here to where it's like, all I got is good memories. We was just in Puerto Rico together last, if y'all was watching RaesTake, y'all saw, we was just in Puerto Rico together last year, laughing, having a good time. Like, I'm on the screen, he stopped and make sure that he speaks, says stuff to y'all and everything. And that was just how Coach Lance was. And when I say going to miss him, it's more of I'm going to miss his energy and I'm going to miss his smile. But sometimes somebody, and I ain't gonna preach, I'm gonna keep going, but sometimes somebody that beautiful doesn't need to be here anyway, because this is a beautiful place. So sometimes somebody that beautiful don't deserve to be here. And that's how I took it. It's like he truly is an angel gone, and that's good. You don't need to be here no way. So that's just my thing on it. I love him. I miss him. But at the same time, you're like, I mean, you talked about, Coach. If he was here, he would not be allowing us to talk like this. He wouldn't. You already know he wouldn't. He'd be like, we ain't got to go there. You already know how he would be.
Yeah.
So, and I know that's the one thing that's keeping both of us strong is the fact that what would he really say to either one of us right now with him being gone? You know it's a joke. So right. That's all I got for him. Fraser, we'll give you the flow before we get started. If you want to say anything about him, and then we'll just go into it from there.
All right, how's everybody doing? I'm just gonna piggyback on what Lamont said. I didn't have a personal relationship or interaction with Coach Glenn, but one thing about him, he was always smiling. I do have one story. We was at, and I can't remember the year. I just know we was at Penn Relays one year, and I was up there recruiting, and it was a group of us in a little group in the lobby, and I was with Coach Hop, and man, he had everybody laughing. That was one thing that was true. He was gonna have the room cracking up.
Yeah.
Every time I saw him, he brought, I would see him at different meets we would be at all the time throughout the years, and he always had a glow, energy about him that you wanted to be in his presence, or you wanted it lit up the room. It was one of those type of people that no matter what was going on, if he came in the room, it went 10 times brighter. So shout out to Coach G, great man.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take my hat off. Let's take a quick moment of silence for Coach G so that we can actually honor him the right way and then get into this show because he loved RaesTake and Ray and Coach and Fraser. Anything that dealt with track and field, that man loved. So we owe him that much. He said, have a good show. I'm ready now. He just told me. I heard him. He said, well, y'all better have a good show. Y'all go honor me. Y'all better make sure y'all have a good show then. Y'all doggone it. So, since we got to honor one of the sprint legends, let's go ahead and jump right into this thing. Go right into this show. I think when the RaesTake people, because I congregate, even I showed the coach and some other people who congregate on these topics. I think when they decided this was good topics, they wanted to start a whole lot of controversy, a whole lot of snicker snapping when it comes to sprint. Because the first thing that we supposed to talk about is, has the sprint world lost its fire? Look, y'all looking at me. Like, I sent the questions out to the panel, so I was like, something to talk about, so I put it out there. All right, as the sprint world lost its fire. I ain't gonna let it go. Look here.
Lost this fire.
I'm gonna let y'all have the flow first. But yeah, that was the question I was supposed to ask. Has the sprint world lost its fire?
Frazier, let me get this one first.
Go ahead, B. Help me out. Go ahead.
We have been spoiled.
Interesting.
Because we were so used, and this is where Ray, and I know what Ray, because Ray's the reason why we're spoiled, because he was in that era. Ray's the reason. Okay? And I'm not coming off that ledge. Tyson will come out and do something crazy. Asafa will come out and do something crazy. Bolt came out and did something crazy. Regardless of how you feel about that man, Steve Mullins will come out and do something crazy. Johan will come out and do something crazy. We got so spoiled during the Bolt, Asafa, Tyson, Justin era that now we think when things got back to normal, it's boring. It's not. Listen, Worlds is in August. We don't need to see nobody out there popping no 9-7s right now. I don't want to see that. Now, when national championships come about, which is in 2 weeks, when the national championship weeks come up, now we're gonna see something. Sha'Carri's gonna run 1060 something, guaranteed. I'm guaranteeing that. All right, Sharicka's gonna send a warning shot. She's gonna send the warning shot. Listen to me. She's gonna send the warning shot. Okay. Great Britain, Daryl and Dina, they're gonna send warning shots. Julian Alfred's just gonna be. Let me say that for later, because that's part of what we're gonna talk about later. But Talou has no stress. So let's wait until the U.S. Championships in the second half of the Diamond League season before we start saying, hey, it lost its fire. Because I don't think it lost its fire. I think everyone is just planning and training correctly to be ready to run fast in August.
Totally different you, but keep going.
This time last year, cats had to run fast because Worlds was like next week. You know what I'm saying? So people have to run fast. People don't have to run fast right now. Okay, Mouse said it best, man. Do you want someone to run fast at the Florida Relays, or do you want to run fast in August? August is where the money's gonna be made. So I don't think it lost its oil spark. Sprinting is just fine, right where it needs to be.
Totally disagree with you. Fraser, what you got?
well, I'm kind of 50-50. And the reason I'm 50-50 because Lamont only spoke on the men aspect of it. Mm-hmm. But the women, flip over to the women, the women are the women have continued.
Disagree with you too. Keep going.
The women have continued what they've been doing, and it's gotten faster since back when Jeter was running. She was running 10.6s, 10.7s, 10.5s. But you have more women doing it now. Think about the women. Think about the number Think about the number of women that's went up under 10.9. We'll just say 10.9. Because 10.9, 11 flat used to be the standard. Like if you broke 11 flat, like you was rolling. Mm-hmm. You run 10.9 now. Mm-hmm. Nice run. Because you got a ton of girls that's running it. Now, so from that aspect, I don't think the women have lost their fire. On the men side of it, I wouldn't say they lost their fire. I would just say that the men are doing what the men been doing. Because you had some anomalies come along.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
You had
say
some,
it. I know who you about to say.
You had some athletes that were just different. And so here's what I'm saying. From a if you really step back and look at the whole realm of things, technology is different, nutrition is different, training styles are different. You know, people are implementing different stuff. Science is different. So you take all of that and you put it to the two genders. Of those two genders, which gender has the biggest range for growth? It would be women. Men can only, in that aspect, when you're looking at that bowl of cereal, men can only do so much unless they get some help. Women, because of their DNA makeup, if you can train them like men to run like men, then they have a wider range. They have a bigger growth gap or ceiling, in my opinion. And so what has happened with the two genders is that women have started to do that. More the training, the science, all that has pushed the women's sprinting to a level that it's closer to men. When in the past you had a bigger separation. When did you have all these women running under 21 seconds? You know, and under 51 seconds for that matter, when you look at all the sprint events. So I think the quantity of women that are running faster is way farther than the men. And so when you talk about the two, I think from the women's aspect, it hasn't lost their fire. And from the men aspect, it's just kind of where it is. So I wouldn't say it's lost its fire. It's just kind of because you have no anomalies coming along. You have no men that are just like during that whole span, you had any given year, you had 2 to 3 guys that you knew was going under 9, 8, or 9.
Bro, you had a guy that went 4 years without running over 10 seconds.
Right. Right. So
you had the man that was about to be king and the man who should have been king that never really got a chance to meet while he was at his absolute peak of power, which is Justin and Bo. And when Justin came back, there was no stopping that boat train.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the other thing that we're neglecting, people are running fast. It just ain't the ones we want to see.
Who?
Prime example. Prime example. Crevant Charleston. Are you not people how consistent this young man is running? Now, people just think he came out of nowhere. No, he didn't. That man ran 10:01 coming out of North Carolina State. He ran 6:51 in the 60s.
10:01 ain't fast, sir.
No. Listen what I'm saying.
I'm listening to both.
No, listen what I'm saying. He came out of college running 10:01. He's now run 990. You know, he's now run 990. And he's been consistent. Sub 10s. He ran like 4 sub 10s this year. Now, remember who his coach is? Alan Johnson and Terrence Trammell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the people who we want to see run fast, they're biding their time. But the ones who's running fast, the ones who's running for money, the ones who's running for contracts.
But at the same
All right.
On the men's side, you don't have. I mean, I don't know. You just don't have those guys on the men's.
Listen, can't take it no more. Okay.
Hold up, Brad. I need you to post. I need you to post E&M. I need you to post E&M real quick.
Okay. All right. I hear what all of y'all saying. I hear both y'all saying. I hear what both y'all are saying, and I hear what the people in the chats are saying. I'm reading and listening to both of y'all. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a bunch of pansies, okay? I'm calling it what it is, all right? I'm calling exactly what it is. That's what it sounds like to me. You know why it sounds like a bunch of pansies? Because y'all making a bunch of excuses. That's what you're doing. You're making excuses. Well, Ray, they kind of, they saving themselves. And I don't want to hear that saving themselves shit. You know why I want to hear it? Because when I was saying it, when I was like, nope, they gonna wait to the right time to hit it. Nobody want to hear what I have to say then. No, it's like, no, Ray, no, why they ain't? Hold on, I'm not done. I'm talking to people in the chat group first. I'm talking to the chat group. I'm gonna get y'all next. I'm talking to the chat group. No, Ray, that can't be it, man. That ain't doing nothing. They ain't gonna make no team. They ain't gonna do none of that. Y'all, the world championship is pushed back. So guess what? They're not gonna be running fast right now, right? That was in April. Okay? That was my argument in April. Okay? That was my argument. Let me say it right. That was my argument in March. Because they started running in March. That was my argument in April. They started running in April at the college meets. That was my argument at the end of indoors. Okay? That was my argument in the beginning of May. That is no longer the argument. We're sitting at Juneteenth. Hey, happy Juneteenth. We're sitting at Juneteenth. Okay? Meaning y'all got 3 weeks before championships. I don't want to hear that. We saving ourselves. No. Why? Because just while y'all was talking, I went back and did a column. All right? I went back and looked at the results from last year, okay? The results from last year, if we just go with the opener, Trayvon opened up with 993 in May, okay? World champs was still in August. That's 3 months out. He opened up with 993, right? If we go with Trayvon Bromell, love the death, but to give you an example, 3 months out now, it ain't 9-9. It's 10-1, okay? If we go with opener, Trayvon went 10-1, all right? Now, we go with Mars, okay?
He was coming for injury, bro.
Sir. I gave you the flow. Now, let me have the flow, all right? Because I can talk about the injury part too, because I'm going to get into that part too, because the same thing I told y'all doing indoor. When everybody's like, man, they need to be running indoor. I said, y'all need to be running indoor. Why? Because if they're running fast indoor, you're going to risk what? So now I don't want to hear the injured. Did you run indoor? Yeah. Well, guess what? You probably did that, all right? I'm not saying that that's what happened.
That injury didn't happen indoor.
I'm not saying that's how he got hurt. All I'm saying is, if you're hurt when the season started, and you ran indoor, no matter how you look at it, your system had to fire when it shouldn't have fired yet. That's just another story. I'm not saying that why he got hurt. I just want to put it out there. Now, back to what I was saying. At this time in the year, we're saying world champs has been pushed to what? It's been pushed to mid-August, right? Okay. So basically, world champs got pushed back roughly no time.
Yeah. 60 days.
Because what got pushed back was nationals, okay? Instead of us usually having nationals in June, like everybody else, they pushed that back to July. But they didn't push Worlds back to September. Worlds is still in August. When I went to the World Championship, guess when it was? In August. They ain't pushed that back. Tokyo, they pushed Tokyo back. That's it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because at this point in the game, by now, it should not be all of the top times, if you want to say, all the pretty stuff, even the clusters, have came from the college kids. There has not been a single sprinter who has a cluster that you can say they've been on a rampage. You ain't got that, okay? That Fred has beat everybody with 9 9s, and that's about it. Ain't even ran no more. Ain't nobody dropped nothing spectacular except for Isom, who's a high school kid. He's a high school kid. We're going into 2 weeks from July, going into 2-3 weeks from nationals, and no American has a 9-8. What's up, Fred? No American got 9-8 under them. Okay? Every other country who got 9-8s where? Ain't none. All right? Ain't no 9-8s. 9-9 high is the norm now. Okay? All right, well, let's do that then. So if 9-9 high is the norm, and at the damn NCAA, if you was 10 already, you can't even get in. You can't even make the final. But in the pros, and we call them pros now, 9-9 is the standard. That's no longer exciting. Why is it no longer exciting? Because the standard was set. The standard that was set by the people you're talking about said, this is the new realm of speed. 9-7, 9-8. That's the new standard. Now watch this. Because that's the new standard, we're going backwards. Oh, it is completely lost its luster. Completely. Now, let's go what Frazier said, though. Frazier made some good points. The female side has done what it's supposed to do. When them ladies started dropping Carmelita, right? When Carmelita started dropping 10-6, what happened after that? 6, 6, 6, 6. They didn't go back. We're now going backwards. None of them went backwards. That became the new That's the norm now.
Wait.
Hold on. My last point.
But we're giving wrong timelines. Carmelita ran 10-6 at the end of the year.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is once that 10-6 was done, that's now the norm. We've seen that. So
That's
what if the women?
It can't be the norm.
Hold on. What have the women continued to do though since then? Carmelita went 10-6 then, right? And we still got women going 10-6 now, right?
But look at the gap. That's not the norm. There was a big gap in between that 09 and 2022.
No, there wasn't no big gap. We had sevens.
That's sevens, but you just said 9. You said 9-6 the norm, so that's not the norm. That's the anomaly.
Watch this. 10-6 became the norm.
That's the anomaly.
Which means 10-7, 10-8 is doable now. Okay, if it's 10-6, that means you said around 10-8. All right, it's evolution. If the world record is 9.5, right, and then when it was 9.5, the norm became if you're not running 9.8, you ain't even getting no medal. Why? Because that's the new standard. Now we're at 9.9 can possibly win. Oh, that shit don't fell off now. It don't fell off because that's if we use other sports. Right now, football, right, is high scoring, high everything, right? You expecting to see yardage. If they go back to the old run, pass, punt, guess what they're going to say? It's no longer exciting. Why? Because you're not seeing Mahomes do these crazy passes and shit like that no more. So the sprints, unfortunately, in the reality of it, it has lost its specter. Why? We are at 9-9s now. 9-9. You mean to tell me, because coach, y'all got to remember, I might got some animosity because I had to chase them 7s and 6s. And I wish I could.
And there it is. And there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. He said all that to get to that point.
He did the whole spiel to get
there. There it is. There it is.
This is boring. This is horrible. Here, what a 9-9 did for you without running. Tell me this for me, Franklin. It do shit for you. 9-9 is like you got a good. Hey. We need somebody to close the door. That's a good. It's a good door closer. To me, no, it's not as exciting because when you went, and y'all can't deny this, anytime during that, this is what I mean by excitement. If you knew Usain Bolt was about to run, you were glued to the TV. No, you stopped. If you knew Asaf was about to run, you stopped. If you knew Yo was gonna run, you stopped. Why did you stop? You didn't stop to see a race. You stop to see what they gonna do, what the clock gonna say. That's exciting. Ain't nobody excited about. That's cute.
But you got to throw in.
Now it's like which athlete can you say this person is running on Saturday? Let me put it on my schedule to not miss it. Which male sprinter can you say that about?
So what do you say about this, Ray? Would you agree or disagree that during the time Bolt, who you saw, Tyson, get all them, they ran against each other in meets more. They competed against each other more than the top athletes do now, the males, because the women don't as much. So would you say back then that those guys went head to head with each other more in races than the men do now?
Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought it up. The answer to that is yes. Now,
so hold on. So if the answer is yes, then with all those athletes that are that good running against each other, it's more apt to produce faster times than now where the men, because it's really the men.
Disagree.
Where the males, they duck each other. So it's like, okay, I know I ain't got nobody to run against. So I can go out here. I know I can jog, like Fred. I know I can go out here and jog 9.9 and win. So you don't have that.
Fred is jogging 9.9 and winning because there's no threat of anybody else. Based on what you said.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my
point. Tyson Gay just dropped 9.81, right? And he's not at the track meet. And if Safa goes and run 9.7, guess what happens now? Okay, now I gotta do something different. There's no fear of anybody anymore. And what I mean by that is, I feel like the reason why we ran so fast is because we really did not like each other. We didn't. We didn't. No. So because we didn't like each other, it made you go even harder because it's like, I'm not finna lose to him. That was all it was all about. If not, y'all know the lobby fights and everything.
Hold on.
I'm not saying the kumbaya they got now is bad.
No, it is. It is. You know, I'll say what it is. It's bad. Kumbaya is bad. Don't.
Time out.
It's bad.
Whoa. Hold on.
I don't like the kumbaya.
We can't do that. We can't do that because we went through this before, back when Bolton them was running. People gotta understand something, and once again, it goes back to what women have always been complaining about. It is a financial disparity in the payments. The reason why you're not gonna get a Fred versus Marcel Jacobs because of money.
I disagree.
No, hold on. It's not because they're ducking. No, I'm reading what's said in the comments. Okay. People gotta understand, man. No matter how much money we think we could dredge up, okay, cool. You got Marcel, you got Fred. All right, beautiful, perfect. What about Marvin? What about Akeem Blake? What about what you know? So what about Trayvon? You think they're gonna come in for some pennies,
sir? And so that's two problems that you just lined out. One is you're right. Okay. The other problem is you're right. Meaning, I didn't talk about it. Back in my day, and some other people, we like F the money. I just want to race that ninja and show that he cannot beat me. I just want to race him and show I'm better than him. Y'all can keep the money, okay? That was a chip that we had to where it's like, we're going to run fast because we don't want to lose. The money aspect is, yeah, that's different, okay? But I also think that back then, because we didn't like each other, that made the money go up. That made appearance fees go up because they knew what was about to happen. They knew these boys can do something stupid. They're going to go 7s and 8s, and we got to pay for that performance, not the race. We got to pay for the fact that there's about to be a performance, okay? So that's what I'm saying, Coach. You're right. That's why they're not racing. But to me, it's like, because they so kumbaya, nobody will step outside of that and say, F the money, line up anyway.
Yep. Nobody want to see a bunch of buddies on the line running.
Nobody see that.
Everybody, man, before the race, everybody, good job, way to go, chatting.
Come on.
When we competed,
thank you.
We didn't have nothing to say to you.
I commend all them boys, but y'all also
even when we crossed the line,
Tyson Gay went the third fastest time in history with an L. And there was no celebrating after Boat went 9-5 and beat him. It was
listen.
It wasn't
listen.
Wow, 9-6, that's good.
Listen, y'all are taking the exception and trying to make it the rule.
It is the rule.
No, hold on. Let me step in on this. First off, right? And I'm ashamed of you, Raymond. Okay, because you knew we all hung out in them hotels after the meet was over.
After the meet, yeah, after the whoop jazz.
Okay, but what he talking about, what Frank was talking about, and Frank was at those meets. Ain't no kumbaya. Yeah, they was.
That's later on.
That's later on at the ball.
That's at the ball.
Okay, yeah, fine. When we went to USA's, listen, I got baptized. When to USA's, was nobody talking to anybody on the line. I get that part.
Thank you.
I get it.
That's what we saying.
I get it.
Kumbaya at the hotel.
You know, the only ones who really kind of ran off after they crossed the line first was Mo, Sean. You know, I get that. But going back to, before I get off topic, I don't want to get off topic. Bottom line is this. It goes right back full circle. We got spoiled. And we don't understand it. Maybe these cats are still in heavy training. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe some coaches overthinking something.
They're in heavy training for what?
Listen. Anybody, hold on. Let's be real. Did anybody really think Sidney McLaughlin was going to run 49.72?
Yes, they did, sir. You saw all the stupid.
No. We all thought 48 mid.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't. I'm smart.
But
I knew that's my first race.
I didn't think she was gonna run 48 because of the fact her PR before that was only 50 flat. If you ain't never,
I didn't understand how people was gonna make that happen.
Jump from 50.
Well, Eugene, in her defense, she ran that in college, and she ain't ran an open quarter since.
But that's my point.
Okay, no, baby boy, she ran 50.68. That's what everyone was trying to put that. Everyone was trying to tie that in together. Like, dude, she ran like she opened up 51. She opened up with a world record in Nashville. And then she came back and broke the record again. And then she came back and broke the record again. And then she came back and broke the record again. She ran 4 times and broke the record 4 times. 3 out of 4 times. So that's what people was thinking. People was thinking that was gonna make it. That was gonna happen.
That's your regular degglers that don't know nothing about the sport. Because I knew she wasn't. I knew she wasn't going to get close to 48 or 47.
I knew she wasn't going to run 48 because I understand that that's her first race, and there's a difference between being the
hold on.
Race sharp.
I don't want to talk about that because it's on down the list.
Okay, go ahead.
So before we get there, I already know the answer to this question from both of y'all, and what y'all gonna say. But the question was, is it time to start premiering the distance races as the premier events versus the sprints? Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the floor and say yeah. All right.
For the what?
Is it time to switch up the premier events instead of, we waiting at the end for the 100 and this and that, the 200? Is it time to start switching it up right now and let the distance events take that action? Here's what I'm gonna say to that. I'm going to say over the past few track meets, the distance events have done that. Like over the past few track meets, if you watched it, your excitement came from watching them mid-distance races. Your excitement came from watching them distance races. Your excitement did not think about what's the name when she broke the record, right? They did the what's the name? The guy. Can't think of his name, the white guy. Right after he broke the record, they ran the 100. That shit was boring then because they don't set the stage on fire. And y'all gonna come back and give a 9.
No one saw that. No one saw the world record coming, right? You can't.
No, watch this. Nobody saw it coming, but we all knew it was coming because we've been paying attention since last year. Because those distance runners, every one of them, it ain't like they just woke up these last few meets and now we like, man, they here. No, they've been here. Even if you go with Armando and put him into the mix. To me, the premier stuff is starting to switch. Why? Me as a track athlete, I haven't found none of these previous 100s exciting. I have not. But these distance races I've watched, I don't got crunk for. So for me, I'm saying, hey, right now, when I turn on track meet, I'm trying to see who running the 15, who running the steeplechase, who running the 2 mile, who running the mile. That's where I'm at. Because that's where I'm seeing the excitement at. That's where I'm even hearing the excitement from the commentators and the crowd coming from. I ain't getting it from them sprints no more. I'm just calling it what it is. Arian and Talou just ran. Guess what? I didn't watch now one of them track meets. Why didn't I watch it? Because I literally forgot it was even coming on. When did we get to a point to where you are forgetting about a track meet? And I know I ain't the only one. Because I put the results up. I was like, man, that happened today. And you didn't even know it. So
I don't know. Let me throw this out there. So in
there you go. Now I'm trying to say their name.
Olympics every 4 years, right? Olympics every 4 years, right?
Every 4 years.
You got Olympic, World Championship, off year, World Championship, Olympics. That's how the cycle used to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from a effort percentage,
mm-hmm.
you would say the year before the Olympic year, your training is intensified.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make the team. That next year's World Championship, would you say that intensification level is probably 10-20% less because it's just the World Championships?
No.
That fair enough to say?
No, it's not fair at all.
So you're saying that the intensity level of an Olympic year is the same as a World Championship level year?
Ask that question again now.
So you're telling me the intensity level and the focus of training in an Olympic is the same?
Oh no, you're right. Olympic year, it's more.
Right.
It's definitely more.
Right. So I was saying the next year is probably 10 or 20% less, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Last year wasn't an Olympic year though.
No. I'm getting to something. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes. I'm getting it. Or 1 minute. I'm getting there. So Olympic year, it's highly intensified. World Championships, it's a little bit less. Then you got an off year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your intensity level on your off year?
This isn't an off year though.
I'm getting to something.
I know where you're going with this, Frazier. I'm with you.
So your off year, your intensity level it drops significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Then it ranks back up for the World Championships. Then it's back at its intensity for the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had an off year.
Exactly.
Athletes have been running a training at a high intensity level since really 2019.
Okay.
With the exception of COVID year. I mean, we had downtime. You didn't know.
So basically, you're saying our greatest athletes need time off.
I'm saying the great everybody's body need time off. So maybe, and this may not be it. Why you not seeing the?
I'm not gonna go with that because I know a guy named Karston Warholm. So keep going.
But at the same time, you're talking about one or two people. We're talking about the group and the
okay,
level.
well, I may be talking about one or two people, but let's just go ahead and put it out there. Throughout history, there's only been 2 or 3 fast ones anyway.
But then you walk into Eugene. But then you make Eugene's point. But then you make Eugene's point. My point. You taking the exception and trying to make it the rule.
Yeah, oh my God.
You can't take the anomalies and say, well, this is what it is now. You got to look at a bigger body of work. You got to look at the totality of things. You got to
so basically, we can go backwards. Is what y'all saying?
Well, Ray, we're not going backwards. Like you just said, we got spoiled. So
basically, we can go backwards.
I don't think we're going backwards. I think we're just kind of
winning and 20-point anything winning is backwards. The record for the 100-meter men, whatever how you want to look at it, is 9.5. The American record for the 200 is 19.3. The world record for the 200 is 19.1. Look at how far away the men are from that. Now we can even say Bolt did it. Hold on, Bolt did it. We can say, okay, Bolt did an amazing thing. Cool. 9.6. How far are we from 9.6? How far are we from 9.7? Now even if we keep Flojo at 10.4, the women to where a woman would usually run right now is still in 2:10 slower than that. Okay? That's that 10.6, right? The men are getting slower.
How are they getting slower? Because they're not getting slower. You got the freak from Cybertron, okay, and you're comparing him to that.
Sir, they're putting up 9.9s with Nike Boeings on Oregon tracks, and they're putting up 9.9s when before there was any of that stuff,
we're going to debunk we're going to debunk the whole Oregon track thing. We're going to debunk the whole Oregon track thing because Texas just proved that a track is faster. You put fast food on it.
Okay, so basically you saying that they slowed in. Now you saying it because you just said Texas proved if you put fast people on a track, they fast. They ain't got no special track, right? Texas ain't got no special track. They ain't got no special Mondo, no beams, right?
Listen, Oregon's track don't make people magically run fast. You are comparing a Diamond League meet towards the end of the year, or going into
Oregon's track.
Hold on. You compare a track that have hosted 2 of the biggest meets in the world,
sir.
With the fastest people in the world.
Did you not remember that episode of RaesTake when we had the dude from Gill Athletics on here and worked for Mondo who explained how they made Oregon's track?
They're selling a product.
It is faster.
Fam, they're selling the product.
There's nothing in lane 1 and there's nothing in lane 8. They're only cement underneath that. And he literally explained about how the beams are set at a certain degree.
I know. All tracks are built like that. Not just Oregon.
It ain't built to go fast.
All tracks are built like that.
Watch this right here. Exactly. All tracks aren't. Oregon's is.
No. Right. I'm saying all tracks are built like that.
No, hell, no, shit, no, they not.
Okay. Right. When I was in North Carolina, when I was in North Carolina, one of the top Mondo people ran a track club there, and they used our track, which is why we never had to pay for resurfacing or pay for the track. He broke down how this track was made. That same hollowness underlaid.
Every track, sir.
Hold on, that same. Okay, the collegiate. All right, let's say collegiate in the European tracks. Everybody has that hollowness in lane 1. And let's be real. You can put a bunch of scrubs up there. It doesn't matter the track. If you put a bunch of scrubs on, they're gonna run slow. If you put a bunch of scrubs on Oregon's track, no track
they're gonna run faster than their normal slow. Yeah, they're gonna run faster than normal slow. It's the same thing like when we go to Monaco. It's the same thing when we go to Berlin. If you go to a Berlin track versus a Rietti track, you're gonna run faster on Berlin's track because of how the surface is made. If you go to Brussels versus going to say Rabat, you're going to run faster based on how that track is made. All tracks are not created equal, sir. So what I'm saying is it will make that person faster no matter what.
If you're talking about the dynamics, right? If you're talking about the dynamics of how the track is built, I'm talking about like the radius and stuff like that. No argument from me, of course.
No, I'm talking about the surface itself and the technology. We just saw a track in Paris that had outside hydraulics on the curve. The curve had hydraulics.
Huh?
Did y'all not see that in Paris? Did y'all not see that when y'all watched the whole track meet? Paris curves was lifted. Go back and look at it again. Oh, ask people the damn track. Shit. Paris.
I ain't paying no
attention. That track they just ran on was lifted on the curves.
Really?
Tracks are being designed to be faster. Certain tracks, the synthetic Mondo is even different now. So that's what I'm saying. No, that Oregon track was designed to be fast. It was designed to be faster than an Alabama track.
So you mean to tell me it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that the people that's ran on the track is fast?
They just ran faster times on the track. Watch this. Well, who went
where you had
Oregon track? Who went 10-5 on Oregon track?
Where you had at, Lamont?
Who went?
I'm about to go grab him. I'm about to go grab him. Okay.
Who went 10-5 on Oregon track?
Dude, you picking one girl.
I asked a question. Elaine.
Right. You talking about a woman who ran 10-60 at the Olympics.
Hold on. She went 10-5 on Oregon track, right? Yes or no? This is a yes or no question.
Yes. What? It was her because she was fast.
Hold on.
She would have did that anywhere.
No.
On that day, she would have did that on anybody's surface on that day.
Watch this right here. I could have been a billionaire. I could have been a millionaire. I could have been any now. Could have been a shoulder. Gonna got a lot of folks messed up. She only did it one time, right? Right?
Did she not switch coaches?
She only did it one time, right?
Yeah. That happened to you.
What did she do with it?
Right, that's not a valid point. Right, that's not a valid point. That's not a valid point.
What did she do with it?
Right, that's not a valid point.
All I asked is where did she do it at?
Dude,
what track did she do it on?
Flojo ran 10:49 in Indianapolis.
Sir, all I asked you is one question. What track did she do it on?
She did it in Oregon.
Well, okay, that's all I asked you.
But that doesn't mean anything. She would have done it anywhere.
Hold on. Karston Warholm. He got the world record, right?
Yeah.
What did he do with it?
In Tokyo.
On that same design track, okay?
No, Tokyo track is Mondo.
Okay. Oregon's
not Mondo. Oregon's Bynum.
Okay. Bynum is Mondo, but anyway.
No, it ain't.
Okay.
No, it ain't.
We're not gonna do this. Here's my point. Here's the point I'm about to make, because y'all are smoking something worse than crack if you can literally sit here and say Oregon's track is not one of the fastest tracks on the planet. If you're sitting here saying you're going to produce the same results on any other track that you're going to produce on Oregon, is asinine.
Right. Oregon's track is fast because the fastest people in the world runs there.
So why they can't run fast like that anywhere else?
Because maybe their cycle doesn't permit them to run fast anywhere. But when they do, what are we gonna say? Oh, that track is faster. Oh, that track is faster, dude. Listen. What do you? Hold on. Time out. I take this back. Wait. Hold on, Eugene. Do you know the track where Frankie Fredericks ran 1992 indoor bank track? You know it's right here in the United States. You know it's here in the United States, right? You know that, right? Y'all didn't know that, huh? Yeah. How come no one's ran under 20 seconds since?
So, but
now you're going with one person anomaly versus what I'm saying.
You just did it.
How many?
Here's why.
How many people have ran fast though on Oregon's track.
But,
I only use Elaine as one example because I
okay.
got 30 more people to go down the list for.
Lamont,
I got 30 more people from Oregon's track that I can
Lamont,
say the same thing about.
Lamont, watch me blow his point up.
Go ahead.
When those people run fast, what meets they at?
Who?
What is the meet?
What people? Who?
When you talking about the people that run fast on Oregon's track, what is the meet?
Prefontaine. She went 10-5 with Prefontaine.
Okay, keep naming all the meets.
That was it. Prefontaine is where they go fast at.
No. You just said
championships.
And people
Oregon only hosts 2 damn track meets.
Okay, what are the meets? What is the meets?
Prefontaine and the championship. So
Okay.
you can't use what you're about to use.
No, I'm using it because those 2 meets, Prefontaine isn't not after the right after the World Championships? Isn't it right after or right before? It's just right after.
That year is right after Tokyo. When she
Right.
went right after Tokyo.
Same difference. And the championship meets. Everybody at championship meets, it should be primed to run fast. It just
I'm glad you said that.
happens to be at Oregon every year.
No, we only had championships at Oregon 1 year. What you about world championships? USA's?
No, I'm not. No, I'm talking about championship meets, period.
Championship meets, period.
Yeah, USA championships, world championships, Olympic championships.
Okay.
At championship meets, people are primed to run fast.
So now what you're saying is,
they just happen to be.
I'm glad you said that then. So basically, this goes back to my original point of, so the world don't got slower. Because if you're primed to be ready at Oregon, as y'all are saying, if you're primed, but you only get 9.8 or 9.9 at Oregon, but you was primed, right? And we've already seen somebody go 10.5 on it, right? So that means if you're primed, you're in championship, you should be able to run as fast as people who have won championships prior, meaning 9.7s, 9.8s, 10.6, right? Because a championship, we gear up for championships. Why was it now, not last year? Right. Hold on. Have we not had a year where 9.8 did not get a medal? Now we not had that year before when 9.8 didn't get a medal.
Yeah, in the Olympics.
Okay. So watch this. They were primed for that, right?
And they all ran PBs.
Okay, so watch this then. Watch this. At Oregon, did they all run PBs last year at the World Champs?
No. What's the point that Oregon track ain't fact?
What does it mean? Hold on, what does it mean? If they didn't all, then so basically only the women are fast right now? Because the women don't went 10.5 on that track, 10.6s. None of that. 10.6, 10.5.
We just made that point 20 minutes.
So, like I'm trying to tell the guy back there in the corner, it is the track. It's the track. You know why it's the track? Because 9.8 is there fast now. That's standard. 9.8, 88. You're moving now. That's what 9.88 is. So that's why it don't look fast. Because it's not fast anymore. Period. Point blank. The women are making tracks look fast. Same track.
So what do you guys say about the college kids that ran 100 in NCs the other week?
Texas has always been a fast track. What I would have loved to see is I would have loved to see that NCs at Oregon. I'd love to see the NCs at Oregon. I'd love to have seen that at Oregon. Because I know it would have been faster. I know it would have been faster. And here's the crazy part about it. The 3 of us ain't touched that track, right? We ain't touched it, right? As far as running, I've touched it, but as far as running. So, but we still gotta remember we used to be athletes, right? If the athletes are saying themselves that Oregon track is blazing, so we gonna say they lying? Because they the ones that's out there comparing the tracks, not us. We debate them. If unanimous are saying that Oregon track is super fast and they're utilizing it, who are we to disagree with them?
I think that whole mystique thing is the fact that it's Oregon. Like the mystique of running at Oregon. When you as a track athlete, like Oregon is the mecca of stadiums to run in. So naturally, when you go to that stadium run, you're going to be that much more amped up to perform on it. As opposed if you go to a Tech, because there's not as much at that track. There's not as much like wow, man, I'm running it at Austin, Texas. There's a totally different statement when you say, "Wow, man," and then Eugene, Oregon.
You know what y'all have done for me for the last 20 minutes? Y'all have, this is why I came out and I started with the word pansies. Y'all have made up more reasons and more excuses for these folks to be running slow than anything. Well, no, they the track really ain't that fast. Yes, it is. Well, you know, they move, they training. I don't care. All y'all have done this whole past 20 minutes is make excuses to why I keep saying pansies now. Because no matter what, the rim of speed is nowhere close to where it used to be. So there has to be a reason behind that. Y'all are giving every bullshit except for they just ain't got it no more.
So let me get this straight, right? So we're comparing this generation of sprinters to some once in a lifetime sprinters. That's what we're doing. So we're comparing a Justin Gatlin who once upon a time.
So they don't compare.
Hold on.
They don't compare LeBron James, Michael Jordan. They don't do that.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We're comparing. See, you can't do that because it's different skill sets.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Track and field.
They don't compare Tiger Woods to Phil Nicholson. Nobody gets compared to the generation before them.
Tiger Woods is the anomaly. He is the anomaly.
So basically,
no. What you're saying, Ray. Hold on, because what you're saying is this: that because no one is running 9.6s, like the group of
no. I'm just saying
special athletes that came out right around, who luckily came out around the same time. All of a sudden, they're slow.
Coach, watch this, Coach. The boys and the what I'm talking about everybody. We're just a show, so I still love all of them. We just put it out there. Have they not ran 9.7s and 8s already? So they can do it. So
who's they?
Lamar, we're gonna have
9.7.
We're gonna have to agree to let Ray disagree.
Ray ain't ran 9.7.
We have to agree to disagree.
Trayvon ain't ran 9.7. Bob ain't ran 9.8.
Okay, dude, it's bro. You want fireworks? Listen, you want fire? Listen, let me ask something. I'm gonna say it again. Mm-hmm. I do not care about what happens in Rome. Mm-hmm. I don't care what happens in Lausanne. Mm-hmm. You know what? Marvin and them care about what happens. What happens in Hungary?
So let me ask you this then: how many times did Trayvon go 10-0 or 10-1 last year?
What does that got to do? What does that got to do right now?
How many times did Marv go 10-2 last year?
What does that got to do with right now?
That's what it has to do with right now. What it has to do with right now is last year they ran faster across the board, period.
Okay.
They also had a world championship last year.
All right. Well, a couple of things. One, Marvin has said it. When he's run his best, he's ran indoors. He didn't run indoors this year. Two, Trayvon has been hurt. We know he was hurt. So we're holding these guys to a standard, knowing that there's interruptions in their training.
Don't want to hear it.
Oh, my.
I don't. Hold on. Y'all got the competition stuff. I don't want to hear it. Y'all can give them all the passes in the world, okay?
So you mean to tell me even if they hurt, and they go out there and they open up.
Guess what? You know why you hurt? Why you hurt? Because you are not in control of your program, are you? Let's just go there. You are not the one making decisions, are you? You're not the one that's writing your stuff.
Ray.
Let me finish.
Right, he got hurt.
You going off of their hurt. It's the same thing I said about Oceans in his camp. If you hurt, that's your camp's fault, which means y'all didn't prepare. Bro, you know what I'm saying? I work in this industry. If you're hurt, you got to go point to people that I don't want to hear the hurt stuff. Why? Because it could be prevented. So y'all can, all that pansy stuff, well, you know they hurt. Why did you get hurt? Why did you get hurt for us to be having this discussion right now?
Right. I don't know any athletes that haven't gotten hurt.
Oh, no. I'm not saying it at all. I'm just saying I don't like to hear the excuses. All I'm saying is
right. This ain't football.
We're gonna go to the next topic. Next topic. All I'm saying is right here.
This ain't football.
Period. Point blank. Period. They ain't running fast. The shit ain't excited. And if you're sitting here trying to say it is, you're lying to yourself.
No, we're not saying that. What we're saying is we're not tripping. And for you to hold them to a 9.58 standard, it's only been 3 men who ran under 9.70.
Okay.
3.
Okay. Watch
3.
This. We've been switch topics. We're topic though. But hold on. Watch this argument. Are we not saying track and field is on the downside? We've all been tweeting about that, yada, 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 track and field. It ain't, the athletes ain't getting this, they ain't getting that, okay? So do you think it has anything to do with the fact that you're not even putting up any?
No. Two different situations. No.
You don't think so?
No.
So you don't think that the reason why track and field was higher?
Nope.
You don't
even if it's getting paid more, even if it's getting paid more, and the ultimate goal is the world championship, the Olympic, they still probably been putting out these times because they want to run fast when it matters. Sorry. You run fast all the time. They gonna run fast when it matters.
But understand something, the whole scheme of the financial structure has changed, has it not?
It definitely has. But guess what? Hold on. Guess what has not changed though? Guess what's not changed?
What?
Appearance fees. And your appearance fees ain't gonna change.
No, it changed.
The prize structure.
No, it changed. You know, one guy was getting money.
Watch this. I can promise you, a string of 9 6s is worth way more than that third place or second place medal on appearance fee.
Bro, Bolt only ran under 973. Bolt ran under 973 times. And you got 2 guys that ran under 971.
Okay. Well, let me say, I'm gonna back it up.
And think, and hold on, and think about it. When Bolt did his 9, when Bolt went under 970, it was at the championship meets. When Blake ran under 970, it was at a meet that nobody even cared about.
9.8 though was not, but that's because they would run 9.8 normally.
No. Listen. When he ran under 970, when him and Tyson ran under 970, that meets nobody cared about. The stadium was damn near empty, especially the one that Tyson ran it. It was damn near empty. Just like when Carmelita Jeter ran 1064. That stadium was damn near empty in Shanghai. Okay?
You know why she did it? Because Shanghai track was super fast.
So no, because she was ready to run fast. She was coming off a champion. She was ready to run fast.
She ran 10.6 in Georgia on that same day.
She ran, yes.
10.6 in Georgia.
If her body's ready to run fast, dude, if her body's ready to run fast, you're gonna run fast.
So you mean tell me that if she had a win on that same day and been at on Tennessee, she was gonna go 10.6 on Tennessee track.
Tennessee, yes.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I got pictures on the wall or on the gym because I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
If you're ready to run, Ray, if you're ready to run fast, Ray, if you're ready to run
on that day, she would have ran 10.6 on any track anywhere.
Ray, if you're ready to run fast.
Okay, I didn't say fast.
Okay, we're talking about the elite level. We're talking about elite level athletes. If they're ready to run fast, and the body says, "Hey, guess what? I'm gonna do for you today. I'm gonna shake up the world." They're gonna run fast, bro.
Sir, run fast and fast times are not the same thing. Now, watch this. Because I've ran fast. Y'all have ran fast. Now, watch this right here. If I go to Wichita, right? Wichita State, okay? If I go there and I drop 10-0 on that track, not you nor Jesus is going to be able to convince me and say, Ray, you would have still ran 10-0 on Oregon's track. You're not going to convince me of that because the surfaces are different. So fact is what I'm saying is she went 10.6 in Shanghai because Shanghai track was fast. What did Tyson Gay go at Shanghai?
So what do you say about the people that do just the opposite? They'll go to a track and they run slow.
Name her. And what track?
I mean, you've had meets and tracks where people have done that.
Besides Kerly at Prix
when they came and ran slow. Come on.
Give me the example. Because I'm giving y'all examples of how y'all are debating me on that track.
The whole theory and logic not even.
No, y'all are debating me that tracks don't make a difference. Why do we always get to this debate?
Hey, let me ask you something.
Tracks make a huge difference.
Let me ask you something. Before we move on to the next, let me ask you something. That year when Elaine ran 10.54, what did Shelly run in that race?
I don't know. I really don't.
No. Okay, I'm gonna make my point, then we can move on.
79.
She ran like 10.7, right?
79 or something like that.
Yeah, 79, something like that. 10.79, 10.8, something like that, right?
I know I'm right.
Hold on. So what did she run the following year at the World Championships? Conversation over.
I lost the point. I don't know what he meant. What
the point is she ran 10.6 at the championships. She ran slower at a regular meet on the same surface.
I start over, do it again. You lost me.
She ran 10.6 at the championships. What was a week later when she won?
No. The year before. Remember, the year before.
When she won
in the highly anticipated race between the Jamaican and Kerly, she ran like 10.79 or 10.82, something like that. She didn't run extremely fast on the same Oregon track. The following year, she went out there and ran 10.6.
Hold on. This is why I gotta debunk your everything. We gotta move on. Watch this. Same track. 08, I went 10.06. Didn't make the team. Same track a year later, I went 9.9 and 10 flat and made the team. You gave a whole year gap for anything that happened, sir. You're saying she ran this in 1 year and the next year same track she went slower. You had said the same season.
That just proved what
she ran in May on this track and then in June again. That's one season, one body. You can compare a whole 2 different years for your argument in this debate. 2 different years. That's like 2 different athletes.
So that means never mind. I ain't even gonna fire this back up.
Well, what you saying now? If you had said she ran 10.5 in May and then June she ran 10.7. Okay, all right. But you said in 2020 she ran this, and on the same track in 2021 it wasn't the same time. No shit, Sherlock.
Right.
You know how much goes on in a year?
Ray, you didn't win this one, bro. To tap out, bro.
What is there to win?
Tap out. Just tap out.
What is there to win? The debate, it was always, it is the same. They're running slower. They're running slow. Period.
Bro.
Period.
Right. Period. So guess what? But so here's what's gonna happen, right? Here's what's gonna happen. Right. They're gonna go to Worlds. 9.7 is gonna win it. Also,
9.7 ain't winning.
You don't think 9.7 is gonna win? You don't think 9.7 is gonna win?
I'm gonna check on my people, make sure they're working out, and I want you to think about what you just said.
9.7 not gonna win?
9.7 didn't even win it last year. 9.7 didn't win it last year. And all of a sudden, year that they going slower, they're gonna jump up to a 9.7 to win it.
9.8.
I'm losing my mind on y'all.
9.8.
Y'all kidding me? This can't be real. You can't even be saying this. You can't be saying this right now, sir. 9.7, don't win it. All right. I'm not dissing my boy Fred. I'm not saying Fred can't do it. Right now, in the sake of a debate, I'm saying 9.7 ain't winning nothing when the cluster has been 9.9 all season long. That's been the cluster. And all of a sudden, it's going to drop down to 7? It's not happening, sir. It ain't going to happen. That's not how sports work. It's not how track and field works. It's just not going to happen. 9 ain't going to win. If you can run 9.9, you in contention to get a medal. Period. 9.9, 9.90, you might catch you a third place. If you can go 80, 81, you don't won. You don't won. 82, you in the mix. 85, you secured a third place medal. End of discussion. Talking about some of these people. Man, listen. Before we go on to the next topic, I gotta bring in.
Ray can't believe none of that crap he said, yo. Ray can't believe none of that crap he said.
What? What? Look here. I can believe it. These people, I wasn't gonna do it and then hit all that. But anyways, a lot of folks that like, nah, Ray right. Yes, I am right. Like, I'm right. I'm 100% correct. Like, I'm 100% correct.
No,
anyway, switching over. Okay. You know what? Because I got to bring this guy on for about 5-10 minutes, let him talk. And he come on at the right time. Okay. Because first of all, one of the new people I'm helping with RaesTake, he has a website that I definitely need to be a part of, meaning all y'all do, because when we debate stuff like this, we can go to his website. And why can we go to his website? Because he got everything going. Okay? Now I got to bring him in, and when he get off here, don't think I'm done with y'all. I'm going to be civil because, you know, like your mama said, when you got professionals coming on, you got to slow down, you got to be civil. So because he's a professional, we're gonna act accordingly and get back, you know. But when he done talking about what he got for track and field, oh, I'm on y'all too. It ain't over. We just gotta get professional real fast. But it ain't over. It ain't over at all. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good, Ray. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I know you was in the green room listening to all this nonsense that these people I have to deal with every week coming on the show saying crazy stuff, especially that one right there. That one down there done started. I can't point to him, but however I point, the one in the corner down, he done started talking crazy. If you've been watching RaesTake, this one straight talk crazy. But anyway, sir, the floor is yours. Go ahead and explain to these people who you are and what it is that you have created for this track world that we desperately actually needed and didn't know we needed.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I enjoyed listening to you guys chop it up real quick. Ray and I met at an all-comers meet in Dallas, Luke's Locker all-comers meet, summer meets in June on Friday nights. And I had seen him at a meet at TCU, an all-comers meet over in Fort Worth on Tuesday night. So anyway, we got to talking for a minute, and I was telling him about our track and field video network called trackstar.me. And track and field needs its own video network. Track and field, poor coverage, poor marketing, it's fragmented. So our network allows athletes to create their track and field profiles with their events, their personal bests, their social media handles, and their videos. And same thing with coaches. They can create their track and field profile too, and even fans. And fans can be contributors as well. And so athletes, coaches, parents, fans cover meets and training with videos on their phones. And we're really putting the power into the athletes and the coaches and the parents and fans' hands to drive the coverage and the marketing of track and field. And it's all 50 states. It's all levels, youth, high school, college, elite, masters, and custom feeds. So if you just want to see pole vault, high school from Indiana or California or Texas, then that's what your feeds can be. Advanced search tool to find any track and field profile and any video, because you cannot find videos on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you know the headline, the keywords, the description, everything. YouTube gives you what they want you to see with their algorithms and things like that. So there's,
that is true.
People consume their track and field news on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, but
true,
those sites aren't good for track and field. That's what we got.
Yeah, so we got.
It's free. It's free to use. It's not subscription.
So we got to figure out a way how to get rid of the feds. You know how to do that? Ray know who the feds are.
So, and I'm glad he's here because when he stopped me, of course, I get stopped. Coach, you already know how that stuff works. Y'all know. So I was listening to him, and then he showed it to me. So when he showed it to me, I instantly was like, "Yo, you got to come on the show Monday." And he's not kidding. Like, it was Saturday because what I took from it, and y'all right now, y'all go ahead and look at it. Trackstar, he has it up. Trackstar.me. It's built to where everything you need to know about a track athlete is literally in their profile. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Anytime I've had to tag a track athlete or anything like that on Twitter, Instagram, I literally have to go to Google, type in their name, find their handle, and then do it. The one thing I liked about that trackstar.me website, the one thing I liked about it, when you click on an athlete, you're gonna see all that athlete's videos that they've uploaded. And you touch their Twitter button, it instantly goes to their Twitter handle. You touch their Instagram, it instantly goes to Instagram. For me, that was a plus because I get tired of researching people to try and do it, okay? So now the question that they're asking you is, so flow track, okay? Sure you know of them. And I think I can answer your question already, actually. Flow track has a license, and they have a media license to where if they are recording at any track meet, nobody can utilize that media for their own personal usage. So if Flow Track is at the high school, say Flow Track is airing the high school track meet, no athlete from that track meet can use any of their footage to put on their own social media anywhere. So
you don't need to. You can get your mom or your dad or your teammate or whoever to record your race or your event. You know what I mean? So the only reason why Flow Track can exist with a subscription model, which I think is wrong. If I get up at 7 in the morning and I go to my track meet and I run 100 meters, I shouldn't have to pay anyone to see my meet results or my video. My video.
Come on, baby.
The only reason why they can get away with that is because the only level of track and field that gets coverage is elite. otherwise, it's hard to find meet results for an athletes, for youth, for high school, for college, for masters. You know what I mean? So that's why they can get away with that subscription model and all those rules and stuff. No coverage.
So
question: Do you have an actual app? Or you have to go to like a browser?
It's a website.
Okay.
Not an app. We had an app at our previous company. I had this company called Fan Media Network. And man, it's a pain in the butt to work with Apple and stuff. Anytime you want to make a fix or a new product feature release or something, you have to get their approval and it takes forever. And so you don't need that with the web. Like if you want to change something or fix something or add a new feature, you just push it live. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And plus people's, their user behavior is if you tell them about something new, they're going to do a quick search on their own, using the web, the internet. And even if they do like your product, there's no guarantee that they're going to install another app on their phone because it's a very personal and intimate, your phone's very personal and intimate, and you might not even have that much storage available to take on another app. So apps are overrated.
No, good point. Good point. And I'll say it like this. The one thing I liked about it on the website, I like the flow of it. Literally, I like the flow of it because again, when you, and I think for people like, because both of them, they're coaches. For people like them, it makes that recruiting process a billion times easier because there are a bunch of kids that's somewhere running in like Wyoming that you'll never know about. There's kids that's running in Colorado and these places to where you never know that they're that fast because they don't get no exposure. So now with the way that you have that built, it's like I can go on that website, and once I get on that website, I can select a state and see who's in that state, who's where, and what's the pole vaulter. So now I might find a gym somewhere that nobody else knew was there because I found it on the website. And also that gives athletes a greater advantage in those small areas because now they might bump into a Florida coach and say, hey coach, you mind following, my page or check me out on my page, and then that way, oh damn, you really are, who you say you are, versus I had to wait to see somebody at state and pick somebody from state, meaning you only going to Texas, Florida, Alabama, who on this panel actually wants to go to state in Wyoming and watch the championship?
Hey, check this out, Ray. We're getting ready to launch a new feature in the next few weeks called user-generated stats, where athletes can input their personal bests on their events, on their profile, and they can verify those personal bests with either a video or a link to their meet results, which are hard to find, or an image. Sometimes they might just take a screenshot of like meet results on their phone or whatever. So, and then you'll be able to do through advanced search, you'll be able to find like who are athletes in Nevada who have run 100 meters girls, 12 seconds or better. So that makes it really easy to find very specific athletes based on times, distances, and heights and things like that. That's verified.
Make my debate.
That they do themselves. You don't need
saying.
another, media company to do it. You can do it. The athlete can do it themselves. The coach can do it. The parents can do it. The fans can do it.
No, I like it. I think it's a great idea. Well, more importantly, I think I won't say great idea. I think it's a great thing that you created because it's already here. And I think that more athletes and more people need to just start. I'm gonna push the envelope. Like, hey, track start out me, because we all can agree that the current status of how we are looking at track meets we don't like. None of us agree with. We all complain. We can't find this, can't find that. So the solution that you have created is definitely wanted. Now, as long as you know that makes you a wanted man. Because the feds, as we call them, are going to come knocking on your door.
Well, yeah, and I don't want to compete with, if you're talking about USA Track and Field.
No, we're talking about flow track. We're talking about flow track.
Who are you talking about?
Flow track.
Oh, flow track. Yeah, I mean, we could partner with them. You know what? We could be the free tier in like a freemium model where we can expose more track and field athletes, parents, coaches, and fans, and then It could be a way to upsell them to some of their subscription services, but we could live there as like the free product in a freemium model. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Fed.
Or we can partner with someone else. We can partner with USA Track and Field. We can partner with AAU. We can partner with Puma or Adidas or whoever wants to really enable this like track and field database, this glossary, this index of all the athletes, all the coaches.
Paul Doyle.
Yep.
we was already there. He was already there.
When I saw you doing this, I was like, all right, you're gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's exactly. Yep. You need to talk to Paul. Paul Doyle.
Yes.
I think that would be a start and be somebody who will be open to what you're trying to do.
Who'd you say?
That Paul Doyle. He runs the American Track League.
I met him in Memphis. I don't know him, but shook hands with him. Met him in Memphis, and yeah, I know who he is. American Track League.
Definitely should give some thought to talking with him about what you've already created and going from there, because that's a start. With
I'm
the
taking notes.
The possibilities of what you've created, I think you could go every direction in the opposite direction of Flow Track, because like the Diamond League, Flow Track has nothing to do with that. So if a Diamond League athlete wants to put that race up on their profile, they can. Continental Tour goes. So I think that to build it on at least the professional side, those are some avenues. But right now, what you are doing for the high school kids is beautiful, because it allows them to get a voice out there to see.
Yeah, and it's, if they make a video, or their parents make a video, or their coach or teammate makes a video on their phone of their meets or training, they own it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's called freedom of the press, which falls under First Amendment when there's news reporting, commentary, criticism, things like that. Like the Weather Channel really kind of invented citizen video journalism back in 2007. Someone would submit a video of a hurricane or something like that, and then they might air it on the, TV or website or whatever. So, this is, citizen video journalism. Independent media.
Trackstar.me. Trackstar.me.
Yes.
Do you have so are you just web-based, or does Trackstar.me have an Instagram? Does it have a Twitter?
We got all that. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Yes.
Yeah, the links.
And it's early. We just launched around Texas Relays. It's early. We're in beta right now. And so we just invited a few athletes and coaches and fans into the network to kind of kick the tires on it, make sure stuff works. And we have a couple bugs we got to fix, but we're really developing some new features right now. And then we'll come back and polish it up and all that good stuff. And then try to get the company in a position to attract some partnerships and raise some money.
Is that it?
I can't see, but yes, it looks like it is.
Okay. Trackstar.me, Trackstar, yeah.
Yeah, Trackstar.me.
And all his links are on the actual website. When you go log on, you'll see all the icons for all their social media stuff at the bottom. So I was already on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
thanks, Coach.
Appreciate that, Coach. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a follow on both. Yeah, y'all. So here's what I say here on RaesTake. I say I love what he's got going on. That's why he's here, and I think it's a perfect thing to try and not fight the powers that be, but let the powers that be run their stuff the way they want to run it. And we can start to shift over here towards what we're liking from Trackstar.me.
Thank you. We also plan to have featured contributors, whether it's certain athletes or certain coaches that, we have a way to feature them in the network.
Colin and T.
They better be listening. They better be listening. They better be listening for sure.
We're going to always plug the crew. Colin and T.
Yep. Sir, we ain't gonna take up too much more of your time. I just wanted to make sure I had you all here for about 5 to 10 minutes, like I said, because
thank you, Greg.
I didn't want to take the chance to try and explain to the people what I saw and what I like. So I was like, no, you're gonna have to tell them, because I can say go to Trackstar.me, but they need to hear from you and the hows and the why. So I appreciate you coming on here and doing that. And just from a little bit of the messaging interactions in the comments, I think other people also like this idea. So I think you you got something. Like I told you at the track, I love it. I love it. So hopefully we can get the rest of the tracking world to follow suit and support you in what you're doing, because you are trying to help this sport grow and trying to help it grow the way that we all have said. Some of this stuff should be free.
Thank you.
just that simple. Right now,
Yeah.
you're saying the same stuff that we be saying. You should have to pay for that. You right. You should upload your bills. You right. I should be able to find my races. You right. I'm with you.
and I'm an old school track and field athlete, and was a field events athlete. And like my best events, triple jump, pole vault, they never got any coverage. They still don't get any coverage. They just gloss over them real quick. You know what I mean? And that makes me mad, because I love triple jump. I love pole vault and high jump and long jump. You know what I mean? So just trying to help our sport.
Fans, I can tell you that much. You definitely just made some new fans, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Well, we could use the help, man, and I'll talk to anybody offline. You know, Ray's got my number, stuff like that. So, thank you.
Well, you'll be hearing from me later on, no matter what. And are you gonna be out there tomorrow at TCU?
I don't know if I'll be at TCU, but I'm hoping to be at Green Hill High School in Dallas on Friday night for the all-comers meet.
All right, I'll be there, so I'll see you there. But in between now and then, sir, I will be sure that we talk so that we can work on some more stuff going forward with what you're doing.
Thank you. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, fellas.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Yo, all seriousness though, we need that. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, he can get it to where they can leave him alone. He got something. He got something. He got something.
To get it to where they leave him alone is gonna be the hard part.
That's the hardest part. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
To where they gonna leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You got some, but
That's
them feds, boy, them feds ain't that nice. We all know that. All right, because I know we went a little long. We still got about 20 minutes left in this show before we hit the 2-hour marker. So we gotta go on this real quick, fast stuff. Now, let's jump to the next topic. SAFP is supposedly running at the Jamaican trials. What do y'all think she has in store if she can do that?
2 rounds, then she goes on her bye. Shows her fitness, then she goes to Worlds.
I think she runs all 3. Cause she ain't ran. Has she ran?
No,
she ain't ran at all.
You gotta get some races in. Gotta get a rhythm.
You know what? I concede.
How do y'all think she's gonna look?
I mean,
not sharp. She'll run fast enough to make it through, but not sharp.
Yeah.
Sharicka's gonna win.
The trials?
Yeah.
Here's what I think. We're gonna do a lightning round so we get all this stuff in before we gotta get off the hill. I think that she'll win the trials. Okay. Now here's why I think that she'll win. I think a 10-6 runner, 10-7 runner who's been, out of it, whatever, yada yada yada, still has enough professionalism. And what I mean by that is she's ran and technique that 100 so many times to where I look at it to where, from a technical standpoint, she can beat Sharicka. But when it matters down the line, I don't think she'll beat it in. But I think she'll beat it at Jamaica. I don't think Sharicka has that yet to where she got her race set. And I saw that from Talou. So I'm giving her the win. I'm giving her the win. I'm not giving her nothing like 10-6, but I'm giving her the win because I think she can still open up with 10-70.
How old is Shelly Ann?
How old my auntie is?
37?
6 or 7?
37?
Yeah.
36 or 37?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a tough one. Because when he ain't ran nothing. So, and then you a year older. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's why
I say 7-71.
Yeah. She not gonna. I don't think she's gonna run.
7-1.
I don't think she can run nothing crazy. Mid-80s.
Okay, so speaking of Sharicka, Talou just beat Sharicka. Okay, I'm gonna get you. Is this a new Talou or the same old news Talou?
Same old same.
Y'all ain't even.
Talou got a case of the GIF. So what GIF is, don't we? Bless her heart, though. Bless her heart. Now, to her credit, she's just in the air. She's in the air back when, she's in the air where she's just in the air. You got 3 or 4 of them that's just different. Because she always in the mix. But she happened to step through that GIF every now and then. You can't, what can you do?
I'm going new Talou because I'm going new coach. So I'm going new Talou.
But she's been she's been with John Smith for the last 3-4 years.
Yeah, she's been with she's been with him for 3 years.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Ever since before Tokyo. That's right. Yeah, same old Talou.
Listen. She got the and I say this respectfully. She got the Merlin-Ottey syndrome. Until she proves otherwise. Now, believe you me, it's easy to root for that girl. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. It's easy to root for that woman. Easy to root for her. And you know me, I like to go to X Factor. The X Factor is John Smith. But John Smith normally has those ladies when they're a little bit younger.
Yeah, how old is Talou? About
34.
34, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you want her to win, but you know what you're gonna get.
She's in that era. Bless the baby heart.
Yeah, bless her heart. Bless her.
Okay. All right, next question. That's what I want to get to for sure. Karston Warholm. Right now, we talking right now, not over history. Right now, is Karston Warholm the greatest male track athlete of today?
Karston Warholm was an axe murderer in his past life. I'm pretty sure. Jack the Ripper was over there in Europe. I'm pretty sure he was him. He's not normal. Though something is wrong with him. Okay, there's something is wrong. The Norwegian psychopath. All right, the Viking sociopath. All right, something is wrong with him. He may not be the greatest athlete. I think Jakob Ingebrigtsen is number one. Him and oh God, I keep drawing a blank on his name. Shot putter on the men's side. Big man, Krauser.
Yeah, Trouser.
But man, he's making the case. He's making the case. I tell you right now, and I say this with the utmost respect, because everybody know I love John Wick. But the Viking done gave that boy a little case of diarrhea right now. John Wick is in LA right now. Like, what am I to do right now? I've been racing and I haven't been able to do this.
Yeah,
Come first. What you think? Karston Warholm, greatest male athlete right now?
I would. When you throw that word "greatest" around, that's
of today, right now.
That's a tall task when you say greatest. He might be a step below. I wouldn't say
a step below who then? Because we're only talking about the greatest right now in track and field male athletes. So that would mean somebody got to be above him. Who are you saying is greater than him?
I gotta go Jakob. I gotta go Jakob.
I would have to go with the shot putter, Krauser, because his consistency of doing that.
Yeah. I can see it again. You got that one.
His consistency.
You got it. Yeah.
Man, if I'm a shot putter for the last, what it's been 10 years or so, and I go to a meet, I'm going for second today.
Right. He's one of the few athletes that when you walk into the building, you know you're taking an L, bro.
Yeah,
98% of the time, you know you're taking an L. So it's like Mo at his prime. It's like Paul. It's like a sophomore on the circuit. It's like Bo in any championship. You knew for good and damn well the gold medal was your silver because that gold was already locked up.
Yeah.
If you did beat him, you have to have either the media life or you and Victor Conte became best friends.
Not bring that name up.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Certainly on
all track platforms.
Yo, and you know what's scary about Krauser, yo? He broke the world record using a completely different technique.
Yeah.
He's just scoring with people, man.
He just tested it out. That one meet.
And it worked.
He's like, yeah, I was just testing something I ain't know how it was gonna work. Wow, world record.
I would say, and then I'm gonna go with some of the people in the comments. I would say it's a very close race between Krauser and Mondo. I would go with, if I had to make a decision on them two, I gotta flip a coin. And whoever, that's who wins it. And then I'm gonna go with Karston will be third.
Yeah.
Flip that coin and say,
point.
One land on heads. That's who.
Yeah. Because Mondo is the same way in the pole vault.
Come on. The man had his own track meet in the middle of the street with nobody but him in a pole vault. In a pole. Come on, man. They ain't doing that for nobody else. And we watched too. We all did. Just him by himself. Yeah. That was. All right, next question. Same thing. Is Sydney the greatest female track athlete as of right now?
Oh, as of right now, yeah, but you know who's creeping up? You see the cyborg down in Gainesville?
It ain't Sydney, but y'all keep going.
No, but you see the cyborg that's down in Gainesville?
Yeah.
The 5'11", damn near 6 foot blonde cyborg.
Not
Terminator, the new version of the Terminator.
Not good enough. You got Sydney.
Hold on. She's not there, but she's getting close. But I tell you, the Faith, I'm not gonna butcher her last name.
We know what you're talking about.
The distance runner?
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
She's making a strong case. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anna's coming.
Coach Brady, who you got?
Anna's coming. But
see,
Faith, and I think Faith right now has the edge over Sydney.
Who you say you think got an edge?
Faith, the Kenyan distance runner.
That's a tough one. Something about Sid don't sit well with me.
Huh?
And I'm trying not to be biased.
Wait, hold up. Tell me, you went answering with the disrespect, yo.
No. Not
you
disrespect.
You answering Jade with the
something about Sid don't sit right with me.
What do you mean?
She doesn't have now. Okay, she's okay. Let me kind of put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of got the LeBron James syndrome.
What do you mean?
When you compare LeBron James and Michael Jordan, everybody feared Michael Jordan, but they respected LeBron James in a sense. So for me, this is me now. She doesn't. When you talk about the greatest, you incorporate a lot of different entities when you say greatest. And for me, I'm just gonna put it out there. This is me personally. Her personality bothers me. And
that ass woman she put on people don't bother nobody.
But if you take that aside, that's why I said this is, I don't know. He doesn't.
I don't think that's fair to I don't think that is fair to
hold on.
Stipulation on.
Hold on.
Though.
I
don't think demeanor should come into debate with that.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish. Now, true enough, demeanor, you don't really tie it into athletic performance. But I don't think she performs enough to compete. I don't think she competes enough. I
can give you that. I can you going with that. I can give you that.
Here's where I'm going. Let me tie the two together. I think because of her demeanor and personality, she doesn't compete enough to be able to get that status. Does that make sense?
Boom. Yeah. Perfect response.
I get it.
It's aloof.
Right. Because she doesn't. And when I say personality, I love as a person. No, this is not anything personal. I don't think when I look at her, okay, when you look at a Krauser, he loves to throw the shot put. When you look at at Faith, she loves to run her races. When you look at Sia, you don't get that same. She loves her sport.
You are so disrespectful. You are just like Anson.
I'm just saying. That's what she gives off to me. Now, she's great at it. Don't get me wrong. She's great at it. You can't sit here and tell me that you can see that you can't see a difference in athletes that just love this stuff, what they do, and athletes that do it because God gave them a talent and they just good at it and they do it.
I can see that. I can see that.
To me,
that's just her personality.
Yeah, her personality. Now, I could be totally wrong, but her personality gives that off. And because of that, she doesn't compete that much, which doesn't help. So I can't put her up there. But I mean, she's a real. I mean, if you just take all that out from a performance standpoint, yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Good point about Sid, but she's still one of the greatest right now. But if we're talking about that, I think respectfully, until I'm just gonna put it out there, until Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce says I'm retired, there is no woman greater than her right now. There is no greater female track athlete until that lady says I'm retired. I love everything that Faith is doing. I love everything that Faith has been doing. But we cannot discredit what Shelly Ann has been doing since the start. And she's still here. And she's a major factor. So as of right now, she, without a shadow of a doubt, until she say, even she ran this year, until she says, I'm taking my spikes off, that is the greatest female track athlete that we have. Faith, what she's doing is great. She's making a great argument. But if we're talking about right now still competing today, long as there's a Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce putting on the spikes, ain't no woman better than her in track and field in no events. Based on her start, and I'm still here. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason why I'm like, still Shelly. Now, if Shelly announced today, I retire, automatically goes to Faith. Ain't even no waiting about it. Ain't no ends about it. It becomes Faith now. But Shelly got to keep that. I'm just being honest. Like, Shelly got to keep that. Even though, like somebody just put, Shelly has 0 world records. Well, watch this. I'm just going to put it out there like this here. Charles Barkley has 0 championships. But you're not going to argue that he's one of the greatest of all time. Dan Marino ain't got no ring. But you ain't going to argue that he ain't one of the greatest of all time. Shelly ain't got to have no world record because her career alone has said, I'm one of the greatest of all time. I don't need no record. Some people have records, and then it's like, you can win an Olympic medal and then not run fast again.
And then you drown in the ocean.
And exactly, then you drown in the ocean. So, sometimes medals and records don't mean nothing no more. I don't know. No. Move right along, because we got about 8 minutes left before we hit the 2-hour marker. Next question. And actually, I can go into this 2-part question. And we can line it up like this here. Noah is focusing on the 100-meter dash at USA. Fred is focusing on the 200-meter dash at USA. Does that mean Noah has a great chance of, watch this, winning the 100? And Fred has a great chance of winning the 200. Start with Noah first. Does Noah have a great chance as of right now of winning the 100-meter dash? Since he's focusing on the 100.
Noah has a better chance of winning the 100 than Fred has of winning the 200. Would you like for me to explain? Because y'all got that confused look on your face.
No, I'm gonna give you where you're going with that, but I think I know. But please explain.
Okay, right. I'm gonna give you for the 200. Right. Here's why I think Fred won't win the 200. I'm gonna give you 2 names: Ariane Knighton, Kenny Benerick.
Okay. I knew you was gonna go with that.
That's cool. Now, Fred ain't getting 4th. Let's be clear. Fred's not getting 4th. Okay, he's not. So them 2, I'm gonna be respectful and give those 2 Olympic and World Championship medalists. I'm gonna give that to them. Now for the 100. If Noah hit his start the way he hit his start in that 200-meter final, and he's within striking distance, it's gonna be a problem.
Here's what I say, right?
And hold on real quick, right?
Go ahead.
The funny part is is that I'm banking on a guy who has been notoriously known not to have a good start. But I saw the head-on view of when he ran down Omiyala. Mm-hmm. He looks different, man. Mm-hmm. It don't look like, if you go back and watch when he ran down Christian Coleman a couple of years ago in comparison to how he looked now. Mm-hmm. 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 And I'm gonna use one of Ray's statements. People tend to forget. Lance Brahman has the American record holders in the 1 and the 2. I think Lance knows what he's doing.
I know what he's doing.
Just a little bit.
Oh, and he got the number 1. And as of right now, he got the number 1 quarter mile in the world right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this real fast.
And he's hurt.
Oh,
when the season started out, I was like, "Oh, here's the top 3," and everybody's like, "Noah ain't finna be Noah." I kept saying it. That was my saying. Noah ain't finna be Noah. Here's the beauty about being sports analysts as we are. Okay. We have a job to do, which is to report every single week throughout an entire season, okay? So things can change. It happens, all right? Based on right now, in that 100-meter dash, based on right now, Noah wins it. I'm just going to go out on that limb and say it. Now, the reason why I'm saying Noah wins it is because of this right here. Consistency matters.
Yeah.
Consistency matters. He has been consistently fast. That is, and the rest of them have been doing this. So he looks the freshest. He looks the best. He looks the most prepared. And based on what we all just said, his coach is Lance Brahman. So if he looks the best and looks prepared, guess what he's going to be at USA's? Prepared. He's not going to not. That race in, what's the name? Against, in Rome, that race showed me everything I needed to know. I said, if Noah Lyles is going to make this 100-meter team, he's going to have to show me the date. And you know what he did? Went and won the whole damn thing against all the other 100-meter runners. Well, all right, well, sure, you would. And then I got to go back to what Coach Brahman told me like way back 3 months ago. He was like, Ray, we'll be ready this time. All right. It looked like you're getting close to time.
Okay, well, here's my take on the answer to that question. Based off of the fact Noah's not running the 200, Knighton will win the 200 at USA's.
Yeah.
And Fred will get second.
Okay, about that.
Noah's not running the 200. Knighton will win the 200 hands down. Hands down.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Fred will get second. And now, the 100. Let me finish the 100.
Go ahead.
The 100.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't think Noah's going to beat Coleman. Now, I think he'll beat everybody else.
Really?
No, hell, no. I'm tell you why I disagree with that.
This ain't 2019.
The one person, I'm not saying anybody else is, but the one person I know for a fact that is walking this planet that wants and loves to line up next to Christian Coleman is Noah Lyles.
And he will not.
Because of that, no, sir. I think that's why he would actually win, because of that fact.
Let me say this, and I can't believe hold on. Let me say it. I can't believe I'm about to agree with Ray on this one.
Sir, welcome to the beauty side. Welcome to the right side.
Honestly, regardless of what, that 2-year layoff has really taken something out of that kid.
It has.
Coleman?
Yeah.
I've seen him run lately.
Yeah, and I've watched him get run down by Noah Lyles twice.
Yeah.
And guys who he is far superior than. And I also think the other reason why he doesn't run enough 200s, man.
Coleman did not get. Talking about when Coleman and Noah ran, and it looked like Noah ran him down.
Yeah.
No, it didn't look like he did.
No,
he did.
Go back and watch that race. Coleman shut it off about 15 out. Go back and look at the race. Go back and watch the race. Watch
not our fault.
Watch Coleman's body language the last 10, 15 meters.
Sir.
That's why it looked like that.
Sir.
Now, hold on. Wait.
Coleman always looks like he's shutting down.
No.
Hey, listen. There's a difference between being ran down and being ran past.
No. That particular race, he shut it off. Look, go back and watch the body language.
There is a difference between being run down and being ran past.
It is a difference. Now,
he got ran down.
No, he did not.
He got ran down.
He did not. I'm telling you.
Go back. See that. I got Peacock.
Go back and study the race. Don't just look at it. Study the race. Coleman shut it off 10 to 15 meters from the line. It's a difference.
I'm about to go watch the race right now.
Like what he just said. Well, that's the case. Coleman shuts it down there.
No,
he don't ever get to that line.
When Coleman gets run down, he's still running through the whole 100 meters. When he gets ran down. Now, I will say, because I'm not ever gonna go against this man's top end speed, because if Noah can neutralize, I didn't say B, neutralize Coleman's start, he got a good shot.
I don't think he got to neutralize the start. I think he just got to be in striking distance.
No, that's what neutralizing it is. You got to neutralize.
Well, to me, neutralizing it is I'm right here next to you. You know, I'm here.
No. Not for him.
For Noah is like 5 meters. How about I say it like that? If Noah is within 5 meters of him, he gonna catch him.
No. He ain't got enough real estate. He gonna run out of real estate. You talking about 5 meters and 100 meters? Come on, man.
First, I find that as an insult.
Hey, fair use. Hold on. Fair use.
Do you know how many, and you help coach me, sir, how many people did I run down from 10 meters, 15 meters? And you gonna sit here and say he can't run him down from 5?
We talking about, look at the two people we talking about. Come on now.
Fair use. Hold on, fair use. I'm saying fair use.
You ain't got
Ray, so Ray don't get in trouble.
Sir, because we at the 2-hour marker.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead. Fair use. I'm saying it again. Fair use.
So, to end this show and to wrap it up with the last take, all I'm going to say is this right here, okay? Fred will win the 200 because he's that ninja. Let's watch this real fast so you can see that. Watch. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Come here, sir. What are you talking about? That wasn't no thought. I'm done with the show for today. You didn't see that. If you didn't see that, I don't know what
Go back.
I don't know what you're looking at.
When you get off air, go back.
Hey, I'm going to use fair use for so many minutes.
Look,
fair use.
Go back and but look at that. Everybody closed down on him. He shut it off.
Like Noah did. Noah ran that.
No, that is not 15 minutes. Listen, I don't know what your line of sight is. That is not 15. Bro, 15, you cannot cover 15 meters in 2 steps.
Watch it now. Go back and study it. Come on now.
I am studying it, and Noah ran him down.
We all sprint coaches. Go back and study it. Slow-mo it down. Look at the body language. Look at the pop.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
Look how he eased up. Look how he quit striking.
No, he ain't eased up. He ain't eased up.
30 on, 8 on.
He ain't eased up.
Okay.
Look, he eased up maybe 3 meters before the line. That was 3 meters.
I'm telling you.
And Noah was literally closing on him.
Okay. Watch what I tell you.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Coleman get that start, Noah's not catching him.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm pretty sure that this debate will go on past today as we are creeping up on that time to where we're going to have to find out anyway.
I'll be lying. Right there.
Who the heck? I agree with Coach Fraser. You know what? Fraser, I say it like this here. Sometimes you do say some smart stuff.
Sometimes, every now.
You do say some smart stuff, but I don't think none of it was today. I don't know why these folks agreeing with you. I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know what they've been watching. Well, they saying talking about I agree with Coach Fraser. Well, you dumb today too then, all right? Y'all all on the dumb train together then, all right? They ain't said nothing smart today. I wanted debate today, damn it. I did. Not them. I did. Okay? All right? So, till next time, y'all. Hey, I appreciate y'all per usual. Hey, we have went to hit that 2-hour marker. I feel like we got to every good topic we need to get to except for none of them. The only one we missed was nothing. So we were able to do that lightning round at the end and get everything talked about. So I appreciate both of y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. We will be back, y'all, in a week. In a week, we should have something to talk about because we got this track meet coming this weekend called the New York Grand Prix. So since we got this New York Grand Prix, we got some stuff to talk about. So
Hey, real quick, anybody know if they doing that meet, that Arkansas Grand Prix? Are they not running that meet? I heard something about that. Nobody know about nothing about that?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nothing. No. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this. Share it. Tell your people about it. Tell your grandma, your granddads about it. All that good stuff. We appreciate y'all. Coach, we out of here. I see y'all in the regular world.